Ilkay, what do you think has been the key for Manchester City on this winning run? It's been quite incredible, 18 victories in a row.
To be honest, I think a few things. I think it's the mixture of obviously having the right tactics, having a great manager who gives you always the right solutions. Then the quality of the players, which we can't deny is definitely there. But then also the mentality, the hard work that we put on the training ground, going into the games with a lot of energy, a lot of confidence, and all this together, I think, just leads to an incredible run. And if you are able to maintain that level, I think it can be again a great season for us.
It was obviously a very difficult exit from last year's Champions League. Have you used that as a squad, as a source of motivation this season to go one better and eventually try and win the competition?
It's not something that is forgotten, to be honest, but also not something that gives me any extra motivation, if that makes sense. I just think it's a new year, it's a new option, it's a new chance, and a new challenge as well. So new chances, and we'll just try to do our best as we did also in the past. I mean, I wouldn't say we did less in the past. We did just mistakes which led to these outcomes. The motivation is there, as it was last year and the year before. So we just try to do our best and try to go as far as possible again.
And just finally for me, if I can ask you about the game tomorrow night, what sort of challenge are you expecting from Gladbach? Because they've had a difficult season in the Bundesliga.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the difficulty was probably in the last couple of weeks or a few weeks. I've seen them a lot in the last few months since the start of the Bundesliga, and I feel like they have a great team, great spirit. On a really good day, they can probably beat everyone, and they did so with Donetsk in the group stage, and we played Donetsk in the last few years, and we know. That it can be it can be a tough side to beat. So I think they have a lot of quality and a lot of energy, a lot of drive, and just because of the fact that they may struggle for a couple of games, doesn't deny all of that. So obviously we take them really serious. We know how good they are, and also that they want to play football. And I think it's gonna be a great 2 games.
Got to Fraser Denton, please, guys.
Hi, Ilkay, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you here.
Given the run that you're on at the moment, and we heard from Mikel Arteta, who said the other day that he thinks you're the best team in Europe, do you feel as if you have something of a fear factor that you can take into games like this?
I don't really know. Maybe, to be honest, but probably it's better to ask our opponents this kind of question. But also, it's something that we're not really thinking about. I mean, of course, we know, and we know what we are capable of. We know what we are able to do on the pitch. How good we can be if we do all the things that we are supposed to do. And that's really it for us. We try to take all of our opponents as serious as possible. Try to prepare ourselves as good as possible. And if we are able to do so, in the combination with what I've just said before, all these things that we brought into our game, over the last few weeks, then we have always really good chances to beat every single opponent. And that's our target. That's what we want to achieve until the end of the season. And we just set the bar ourselves, and it's about us now, to hold it, to maintain it, and to try to go for it.
With that in mind, then, is the quadruple a realistic possibility this season, do you think?
Nothing that I thought about until today, until you just mentioned it, and nothing that I will be thinking of for the next few weeks. So if it's going to happen, I'll take it, but it's not really anything that I deal with at the moment.
Simon Stone, please, guys.
Hi, Ilkay. Satisfying is it that you are playing personally as well as you are? When you came to England, you'd had injuries, and then when you came here, you had more injuries, and maybe it's taken a little bit of time for you to perform at this really, really high level?
I mean, that's why I play football. I play football to try to reach my best, to try to play as good as possible, to try to develop, to try to do the right things, try to do not any mistake. It is always satisfying when you play well, of course, but I don't think that until today I was not as satisfied as I'm today, to be honest, just because my numbers are really good this season in terms of goal scoring. I wouldn't like to, I wouldn't like to say that I've played worse in the past, if that makes sense. So in terms of form, I feel I'm on the same level that I was maybe also in that season where we just just won the league 1 point ahead of Liverpool, or even when I used to play in Germany. I don't feel that I'm playing much better. I just play maybe another role at the moment, a more offensive role. I try to be closer to our opponent's box, try to get more into positions where I can create or be dangerous, and that just leads to more goals. But just because I score more goals doesn't mean I'm playing better. I just try to play every time as good as possible. And of course, it's satisfying and it's nice to be recognized, with the amount of goals that I've scored. But it's not something that I'm looking into every match day. I just try to do the best possible for my team, and if you're able to win, I'm satisfied. Doesn't matter if I score or assist or whatever.
Quite a lot of hands going up, guys. So I'm going to try and rattle through as many people as possible. Dan, if we can go to you first.
Yeah, Ilkay, just one about the fans, if possible, and the news that they might be returning for the final game of the season. I know you don't want to predict that you will win the league, but maybe if that does happen, to celebrate with them, how special would that be? And then maybe less of a great reception at Wembley for the European Championships for you with Germany.
I mean, you can imagine. I mean, the answer is already there. So of course, it's always satisfying having a crowd. Having fans in the stadium. We had it this season just once when we played away at Southampton and just in front of 2,000 fans. But even that felt great, even though it was not home. It was away and opponents' fans. But even that felt great, to be honest. But also something again that probably we need to get used to, because we are used to empty stadiums at the moment. No crowd. So it felt also kind of weird, if I'm deadly honest. But of course, we are looking forward to that day where people are back allowed in the stadiums, and spectators can watch us. We can have this feeling, again, all these emotions with the crowd in the stadium. That's why we play football. That's why fans are football fans. That's why we love the game. So obviously we are looking forward to that.
Jack, go on, please.
Hi, Ilkay. Can I ask about the importance of Fernandinho? He's not playing a great deal at the moment, but it sounds like he's got a really instrumental role behind the scenes.
Yes, he's our captain. So he's leading us. He's there when we need him. Whether it's on the pitch, like his performance against Arsenal was incredible, or whether he's on the bench. He's always there for us. He supports us. The way he talks to us, the way he speaks to us, and then of course also when he plays the way he plays. So he's a real leader. He's someone that we really need, and we are obviously very happy to have him. He just gives us the right things at the right time, and he knows when to speak up. He knows when to be quiet. He knows what to do. So that's very important. But if you come to that, not just Fernandinho, I think also players that have played maybe a little bit less in the past. Someone like Benjamin Mendy, that comes to my mind, struggled with a lot of injuries in the past. But he knows at the moment, what to do best to help the team. So no egos at all. And I think that's the only way how to win, how to achieve great things. And at the moment, everything seems balanced so well That's not just the 11 players on the pitch who maybe shine, also the players that are on the bench or even not traveling, just training with us, the young nuts who are training with us. Today again we had so many young players. They didn't probably even touch the ball, because we trained some build up, but they are running behind us. They are trying, to make us feel like, okay, we need to put our best, even in training sessions, to be prepared as good as possible for the games. And that's just very important.
Simon Baskowski, please, guys, and we may have to look for some German questions after that. Any German media want to ask a question? Now is a good time to use the raised hand icon, please. Simon?
Hi, Ilkay. You're obviously in a brilliant position at the moment at Man City for your season, but it's only December when you were struggling to pick up results and performances. How concerned were you as players when you were struggling for form, and have you been surprised by how effectively you've turned things around?
Not really surprised, but we knew that we were not at our best, and I think, and there goes full credit to our manager, I think he adjusted the right things in the right time. He saw that something was wrong, something was a bit missing, and he adjusted a couple of things in terms of how we defend, how we play with the ball. He did the right things in the right moment. That's why he's the best manager in the world, this just led to this outcome, and it's incredible. I never thought, to be honest, in December about where we will be in February, so that was not really in my mind. But did I expect to be in February in that position? Maybe not, but I knew that we are capable of a lot of things, that we have obviously great quality in the squad, and that we can go on a run like we are on now. But it just doesn't come automatically, so you have to adjust things. The manager has to adjust things. The players, they need to adjust. So everyone did a great job.
It's an incredible winning run that you're still on. When it comes to games like this, and with the comments that Mikel Arteta said that you're the best team in Europe at the moment, do you think other teams are fearing playing against Manchester City at the moment?
No. This fearing is not the right word. No. Every team when play can believe that you can win.
We had the news through yesterday that it looks like we'll have fans back at football matches before the end of this season. How excited are you by that possibility?
It will be good for the world football, but I said the same. Everything changed a lot, so it's getting better, but getting worse. So I have been so calm to be sure that this is going to happen. Hopefully, for the world football, the stadiums can be full again and people come back to enjoy this game. But still have the feeling I still have a long way to this situation be finished.
Just finally from me, I'm not sure if you've seen this story, but do you have any concerns about your team selections being discovered by other teams because of players being active on fantasy football games?
I hear what happened about Aston Villa situation, so I know the players play, games, but I don't know fantasy. I don't know what it is, honestly. I don't know what to talk about. I never played and I don't know. I heard it for the first time when I listened yesterday or the day before in the headlines in the Sky about this situation, but I don't know what talking about. But like sometimes you're in a team selection, and the players play for another teams and they are friends and they talk about what you do. Sometimes happen and it's incredible, unethical and unprofessional, but everything you cannot control it.
Fred Caldera, please, guys.
Hi, Pep. Why is it that makes the Champions League so difficult to play? We know that the quality of the opponents and that knockout games are different than league games. But for example, your record on the Carabao Cup shows that Man City know how to play knockout games. What is it that makes it so hard?
No, the quality of the opponents. So, but we have quality too. So we're going to prepare the game like a normal game, like we have played the last this seasons, and from the beginning, we're going to tell them what Mönchengladbach they are as a team, like we have done against Arsenal, against Liverpool, against Everton, the last games we played, against Tottenham, the last games we played, the same way. No, we're going to change absolutely anything. Little details to adapt a little bit what they are. Like it's not different like we face most of the times here in the Premier League, just especially the quality of the players that they have. Like we don't used to play against them because they play in Germany. And the players must know what they are individually and after play our game to try to get a good result, to try to win the game like we have done this season so far.
Go to Mike Minay, please, guys.
Hi, Pep. Given the current form of the squad and the talk every year about the Champions League and Manchester City, is this the best chance they have currently in their history to win the Champions League this season, the strength of the squad, etc.?
We're going to try to win tomorrow the game.
And just that, and what about the whole competition itself? Has the squad ever been in a better position?
We're going to try to win the game tomorrow with the players that we have. So that's all. We're going to prepare the game like we prepared the last month, the games that we played.
Thank you.
Simon Stone, please.
Hi, Pep. Does the manner of how you lost against Lyon last season, does that irritate you? Because that was a big game and it's very rare that your team doesn't show its true potential in a big game.
We play better than Lyon. We lost, but we play better. So we're going to try to play better this time and win the game. So it's football. So we're going to play the game tomorrow like we played the last game. So I would say this season, and no competitions and nothing special. So it's a football game, 90 minutes. We're going to do a good game to try to win, to continue, get a good results. And after we're going to think about West Ham on Saturday, 12:30. So this is the only target. The same process I said mentally to the players for a long time. Think of next one, now it's next one. And after next one with West Ham, and after next one Wolves, and after United, and after I don't know which one, and after Mönchengladbach, Fulham, international break. So this is what we're going to do.
Is it not
one step at a time, one game at a time?
Is there not something special about this tournament though?
Right now, today, no. Just is a football game tomorrow. So we changed a lot of competitions: Carabao Cup, FA Cup, Premier League, now Champions League. So we played just 2 days ago. We traveled. We arrived late from London. Now we have a long trip. So we train these 2 days, absolutely nothing. So just refresh. We're going to talk a little bit about Mönchengladbach and play the game. That's all.
James Ducker, please.
Pep, after your Champions League exit to Tottenham a couple of seasons ago, Ilkay was saying that he thought the team needed to learn to react better to setbacks that they might have in knockout ties and reduce the simple mistakes and make better decisions. Would you agree with that in knockout ties? Do you think you maybe need to manage moments in games better than you've done in your previous 4 seasons?
All the times when we were out for the Champions League, we were in a high level. We were so close. And in football, you believe now when we analyze these last 2 months, how good we are and how good we are doing. And I'm going to show you something. We are going to do until the rest of the season what we are doing the last 2 months. And doing the same cannot work. It works, but cannot work in the future. And the future is tomorrow in a West Ham game. So football is the most unpredictable game that you believe everything is under control and everything is in this way we're going to do it. You cannot do it. So we won the games, the last game, we could lose. So Harry Kane scored, hit the post in the first minute, and they defend well like Tottenham always do. and we became a little bit anxious to make a 1-1, the counter-attack like they are a master, score 0-2. And we are the same team and the same process. So what I had a feeling against Tottenham when we played 2 days, or Lyon when we played the one game, we were better. We were better. 180 minutes in Tottenham, 90 minutes were better. We are out. This football can happen. So what we can have to do is play the game like our principles, like the desire to play good, not for this competition, because the desire was against Arsenal, was against Liverpool, was against in Goodison Park and Everton, how incredible season they are doing. And we were there and we beat them, and that is what you have to do. What they do, what they have to do to beat them, no more than that. And after, if we deserve it, the game we play to win, we're going to expect the second leg, and if we are good enough, we're going quarterfinals. If done, we are out. So no more expectations than that I had in the past, and of course here. So it's just this game. I'm focusing just this game, like it was a game, the Premier League or FA Cup or Cup. No more than that.
Does the experience that this club and team have now gained in the competition, though, Pep, do you hope that will help them, that they'll maybe
as a David,
experience in the past helps you today, on the bad experience in the past it helped you, and the good experience in the past is going to help you, not help you. I'm not a big fan of that. Football show you incredible millions of experiences on examples that team with winning a lot of Champions League with 30 years old, with 29 years old, playing World Cup, they can lose in 20 minutes what they won in 45. So it's just a game. You have to be focused 90 minutes, like we have to be focused in the Premier League in every game to win them. There's nothing special, nothing different. So the only difference is the players don't know them quite well, and I have to introduce them what they do. When they play against Burnley, against Liverpool, against United, against them, they play many times, we know each other. It's not necessary. Here, it's just to know them a little bit better. The team from Marco Rose, good team, of course they are. So in a tough group like Shakhtar Donetsk, Inter de Milan, Real Madrid, they did it incredibly well. So and that's all. So nothing special, nothing different we have done, or nothing done. Prepare the last month. This is the idea for tomorrow.
Paul Hurst, please, guys.
Hiya, Pep. Ilkay has obviously been a very good and very important player for you over the last few years, but he seems to be getting more recognition now. Do you think he should be a kind of a realistic contender for Player of the Year? And do you think that would kind of bother him? Is he not interested in that kind of accolade?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's playing really good. We'll try to be close in April, May, close to fight for the titles. And after as much titles you win or much close, more chance we have for individual prizes. But I'm pretty sure, knowing Gundo, Ilkay, I think he will like it. But he sleeps really well night by night. If just in case he's not able to win this prize.
And just on another topic, you said a couple of weeks ago that you wanted to pick a penalty taker for the because it's important, obviously, with the knockout competitions. Have you come to a decision on who will take your penalties?
No, right now, no. Still, I'm thinking the team selection. I'm not clear right now because I have to see how recover, how to speak with the doctors, the physios, how the players feel, and after we will decide tomorrow.
Go to Andy Hampson, guys, before we take some questions in German.
Hi, Pep. Just to check on team news, please. You seem to be close to having a fully fit squad available. Is anybody not with you travelling this week?
Everyone except Nathan. Everyone is fit.
Okay, thank you.